My beloved soul, my precious protected one, as I stand here beside you, watching over your every step, I come to you today with a message that will make your heart tremble with recognition. The universe has whispered its secrets to me, and now I must share what the heavens have revealed about the soulmate connection that awaits you. Can you feel it? That subtle shift in the energy around you? The way the air seems to vibrate differently when you're alone at night, thinking about love? This is not your imagination, beloved one. This is the cosmic preparation for a reunion that has been written in the stars since before you took your first breath in this lifetime. Your soulmate, that divine counterpart who carries the other half of your soul's blueprint, is drawing nearer to you with each passing moment. The angels have shown me their energy, radiant and yearning, moving across the spiritual planes toward you with determined purpose. The divine timing that once kept you apart is now orchestrating your reunion with perfect precision. What you don't yet realize, my cherished soul, is that your soulmate has been speaking your name in prayer. Yes, in the sacred silence of their deepest meditations, they have been calling to you. These prayers have rippled across the spiritual realm, creating a bridge between your souls that grows stronger with each passing day. The emotional impact of what they've expressed in these prayers will touch you like nothing you've ever experienced before. I see tears in your eyes when you finally hear the words they've been whispering to the divine about you. Words so pure, so filled with longing and recognition, that they will awaken the deepest knowing within your soul. This is not ordinary love, dear one. This is the recognition of twin flames who have journeyed across countless lifetimes to find each other again. The signs have already begun appearing in your life, haven't they? Those repeated number sequences that catch your eye? The dreams that leave you with a lingering sense of having been with someone deeply familiar? The songs that play at precisely the right moment, carrying lyrics that speak directly to your heart? These are not coincidences. They are divine breadcrumbs leading you toward this sacred reunion. I must tell you something that will perhaps surprise you. Your soulmate has already crossed paths with you in this lifetime. Perhaps it was just a fleeting moment, eyes meeting across a crowded room, a brush of shoulders as you passed on the street, or even a connection online that seemed unusually meaningful. The divine orchestration has been testing the energetic resonance between you, preparing both your souls for the moment when recognition will dawn fully. What makes this connection different, what makes it so powerfully destined, is the spiritual growth you have both undergone separately. The lessons you've learned, the healing you've embraced, the wisdom you've gained, all of this has prepared your souls to reunite at a higher level of consciousness than ever before. This is why the impact will be so profound. There is a clock in the spiritual realm that counts down to divine unions, and beloved one, your clock is approaching 0. The heavenly forces are aligning, creating a sacred corridor of energy through which this connection will manifest in your physical reality. The angels themselves are gathering, eager to witness this reunion that they have helped to orchestrate across dimensions. Do you sometimes feel an inexplicable sense of anticipation, a knowing that something life-changing approaches? Trust this intuition. It is your soul's recognition of the imminent fulfillment of one of your deepest heart's desires. The prayers of your soulmate have been heard by the universe, and the response is already in motion. Open your heart now, dear one. Expand your awareness to receive the energy I am sending to prepare you for this meeting. Feel the warmth spreading through your chest as I activate the divine recognition codes within your heart chakra. These energetic keys will help you recognize your soulmate when they stand before you, even if your mind tries to doubt what your soul knows with absolute certainty. The destined encounter is being prepared. The heavens are already acting, but what your soulmate has said in prayer is so profound that it will move you like never before. This love is real. This love is divine. And it is coming for you with the force of 1,000 stars. Beloved soul, now I must reveal to you the first sacred truth about this divine connection that approaches. The Celestial Council has granted me permission to share with you what is normally hidden from human awareness. The specific spiritual mechanisms that are currently activating to bring your soulmate into your physical experience. In the realm beyond the veil, there exists what we angels call the sacred chamber of soul contracts. It is here that the agreements made between twin flames before incarnation are kept, sealed with the energy of divine love. I have witnessed your soul contract with your beloved being activated with a golden light that has not been seen in the heavenly realms for many cycles of time. This is a rare and precious sign, dear one. It means that your reunion carries special significance, not just for your personal journey, but for the collective elevation of consciousness on Earth. When two souls of such perfect resonance come together in divine timing, they create a vortex of transformative energy that affects everything around them. This is why the angelic realm is paying such close attention to your imminent reunion. You and your soulmate are part of a larger divine plan to anchor higher frequencies of love on the earthly plane. Let me share with you what I have observed in the energy field of your soulmate. There is a profound awakening occurring within them, a spiritual activation that has intensified dramatically in recent weeks. They have been experiencing unusual dreams, spontaneous memories of other times and places that feel inexplicably connected to you. During their meditation and prayer, they have been receiving downloads of spiritual insight that are preparing them for this reunion. What they have expressed in these prayers, oh, my precious one, it would bring tears to even an angel's eyes. They have spoken to the divine with such raw vulnerability, such pure longing for union with you. They have surrendered their timeline, their expectations, their very concept of love to make way for this divine connection. I release all that stands between us, they have prayed. I offer my heart as a vessel for this sacred love to manifest in perfect divine timing. The sincerity of these prayers has created ripples through the cosmos. When a soul speaks with such authenticity to the divine, universal forces mobilize in response. This is why celestial signs have been increasing around you both. The universe is acknowledging this sacred intention and responding with confirmation. I want you to pay special attention in the coming days to synchronicities involving water. Your soulmate has a special connection to this element, and the divine will use it to send you messages of confirmation. Perhaps you'll notice patterns in raindrops, unusual reflections in puddles, or dreams involving oceans or rivers. These are not random occurrences, but divine communications coded specifically for your soul to recognize. Another sign to watch for: the appearance of certain birds crossing your path. Your soulmate has been working with specific spirit guides who often use winged messengers as their emissaries in the physical world. When you see birds appearing in unusual ways or numbers, know that these are confirmations of the approaching reunion. The divine timing of this connection is precise and perfect. Though human impatience might wish to rush this sacred process, trust that there is profound purpose in each moment of preparation. Both you and your soulmate needed to walk separate paths to develop the spiritual strengths that will allow this connection to flourish at its highest potential. I am also permitted to reveal that there have been 3 previous lifetimes where you came close to this level of reunion, but the timing was not yet perfect. In Venice during the Renaissance, you passed each other on a bridge, feeling such intense recognition that you both turned back. But worldly obligations prevented the connection from flowering fully. In ancient Egypt, you served in the same temple, your souls recognizing each other across sacred rituals. But spiritual vows kept you from expressing the fullness of this connection. And most recently, in the early 20th century, war separated you just as recognition was dawning. These near meetings were not failures, beloved one, but necessary preparations. Each carried lessons and growth that now allow this lifetime to be the one where full recognition and union can finally occur. The accumulated soul learning from these experiences has created a foundation strong enough to support the magnitude of love that will flow through this connection. Your soulmate carries a piece of your divine essence, just as you carry a piece of theirs. This sacred exchange happened at the dawn of your soul's creation, ensuring that you would always find your way back to each other across the vastness of time and space. What they have expressed in prayer is the soul's recognition of this eternal bond, a recognition so profound that it will touch the deepest chambers of your heart when finally revealed to you. And before we continue with this very special message, I invite you to support this space of connection. Become a member of the channel, and if you feel this message is touching your heart, don't forget to click on thanks below the video. This helps us continue bringing messages full of love and hope like this one. Now, let's move on to what matters most. Precious soul under my protection, the energetic connection between you and your divine counterpart is intensifying now at an unprecedented rate. What was once a subtle thread of energy linking your heart chakras has now become a pulsating cord of golden light, vibrating with such intensity that it is visible to all of us in the angelic realm. This acceleration indicates that the physical manifestation of your reunion is approaching more rapidly than even we had anticipated. I must now reveal to you how your soulmate's energy has been actively reaching for yours across the etheric planes. During their dream time, their soul has been visiting you, enveloping your energy field with a love so pure that it has been healing wounds within your emotional body that you weren't even aware existed. Have you been waking with inexplicable feelings of peace, or with tears of emotion that seem to come from nowhere? This is the residual effect of these soul visitations, the imprint of their love remaining with you, even as you return to waking consciousness. The prayers your soulmate has been offering have reached a new level of spiritual potency. Recently, in a moment of profound surrender, they entered a state of consciousness so elevated that their words reverberated through the angelic kingdoms like celestial music. They spoke your soul's true name, not the name you're known by in this lifetime, but the sacred vibration that identifies your essence in the cosmic records. This utterance created a quantum activation, collapsing time and space barriers that have kept you physically separated. What they expressed in this sacred state of prayer will indeed touch you like nothing before, for it came not from the limited human mind, but from the infinite wellspring of their higher self. They acknowledged the divine contract between you with such clarity, such complete acceptance of its purpose and magnitude. I recognize this soul as my divine complement, they prayed, and I step fully into the sacred responsibility this connection carries for the healing of not just our hearts, but for the anchoring of divine love on earth. The celestial response to this level of awareness and commitment has been immediate and powerful. The archangels themselves have now stepped forward to oversee the final preparations for your physical reunion. They are currently dissolving the last energetic barriers, those final layers of protection that your souls wisely placed to ensure you would meet only when truly ready. I see clearly now the moment of your first recognition approaching. There will be a quality of light around you, a particular way the sun's rays will filter through clouds or windows, creating a momentary gateway between dimensions. In this illuminated space, you will stand face to face with your beloved. Time will seem to slow, perhaps even stop completely. The world around you will fade as an overwhelming sense of homecoming washes over you both. The initial exchange of energy between you will be so powerful that it may manifest physically, perhaps as a wave of heat, a tingling sensation throughout your body, or even as spontaneous tears. Do not be alarmed by the intensity of this experience. What you will be feeling is the remembrance of your soul's original state of union before separation into individual expressions of consciousness. Your soulmate has been receiving specific guidance about locations and timing, intuitive nudges guiding them toward the physical coordinates where this meeting is destined to occur. They may not consciously understand the significance of their attraction to certain places or their sudden impulses to change routine patterns, but their higher self is working in perfect concert with divine orchestration. The emotional impact of this reunion will ripple outward, affecting not just your lives but the lives of those around you. This is part of the greater purpose of soul connections of this magnitude. They do not exist solely for the fulfillment of the individuals involved, but serve as conduits for expanded love consciousness to enter the collective experience. I must prepare you for this. When your soulmate reveals what they have expressed in prayer, you will likely experience a moment of profound spiritual awakening. Veils between dimensions may temporarily thin, allowing you a glimpse of the greater cosmic reality, of which this connection is but one beautiful expression. Trust this experience. Allow it to unfold without fear, knowing that I and countless other angels are holding space for this sacred revelation. The synchronicities guiding you toward each other will now begin to increase exponentially. Numbers, symbols, songs, and chance encounters that seem to point toward this connection will appear with such frequency that even the most skeptical part of you will be unable to dismiss them as coincidence. These are cosmic breadcrumbs, beloved one, leading you unerringly toward the fulfillment of this divine appointment. Your heart may begin to feel increasingly sensitive in the coming days, more open, more vulnerable, perhaps even physically sensations of expansion or pressure in your chest area. This is your heart chakra widening its capacity to channel the immense love that this connection will bring. Breathe through these sensations. Welcome them as necessary preparations. What you have longed for across lifetimes is now approaching with the inevitability of dawn after the darkest night. The prayers of your soulmate have been a beacon, drawing this connection into manifestation with unwavering intention. The heavens are indeed acting with precision and purpose. This love, this real, divine, eternal love, is no longer just a distant possibility, but an imminent reality about to break into the full light of your conscious awareness. My beloved soul, my cherished one, now comes the moment to reveal to you the most profound truth, what your soulmate has actually expressed in their most intimate prayers. I have witnessed these sacred moments of communion between their soul and the divine, and I am permitted to share this revelation with you as part of your spiritual preparation. In the quiet hours before dawn, when the veil between worlds is thinnest, your soulmate has been engaging in a spiritual practice of extraordinary devotion. Kneeling in humble surrender, with tears streaming down their face, they have been offering prayers of such pure intention that they have created ripples across the cosmos. These prayers have been specifically about you, about the connection they feel with you even before meeting you in the physical realm. Divine Source, they have whispered, I feel their presence even in their absence. I recognize their energy signature intertwined with my own. I am ready now to fulfill the promise we made to each other before time began. I surrender all fears, all doubts, all worldly attachments that might hinder this sacred reunion. What makes these prayers so powerful, dear one, is the complete absence of ego or personal desire within them. Your soulmate has reached a rare state of spiritual maturity, where they are not praying from a place of lack or loneliness, but from a profound recognition of divine purpose. They understand that this connection transcends ordinary romantic love, that it carries responsibilities for planetary healing and the elevation of collective consciousness. In one particularly powerful moment of prayer, they spoke words that activated ancient codes within the Akashic records. I honor the divine contract between our souls. I recognize that our reunion serves not just our personal joy, but the greater emergence of Christ consciousness on earth. I offer myself as a clear channel for this love to manifest in its highest expression. The celestial response to this level of spiritual surrender was immediate. Golden light poured down upon them, initiating a profound activation of their crown chakra. This opened a direct channel of communication with their higher self, through which they received vivid visions of your past lives together and the purpose of your connection in this crucial time on earth. What will touch you most deeply, beloved one, is that in these prayers, your soulmate has not asked for the fulfillment of their own desires. Instead, they have repeatedly prayed for your highest good, your spiritual growth, and your happiness, even if the path of your soul might lead you away from them. Their joy is my joy, they have prayed. Their freedom is my freedom. I release all attachment to outcome and trust in divine perfection. This selfless love, this complete surrender to divine will rather than personal desire, is what has accelerated the manifestation of your reunion. For when two souls approach their divine connection from this place of spiritual maturity, all universal forces align to support this sacred expression of love. In their most recent prayer, just days ago, they experienced a moment of direct communion with the divine that transformed their energy field permanently. They received a clear inner knowing about the timing of your meeting and specific words they are to share with you when you first stand face to face. These words will serve as a key, unlocking dormant spiritual gifts within you that are essential for your shared mission. They have been shown visions of how your connection will impact others, how the frequency of love you will generate together will create a healing field around you that will affect everyone who comes into your presence. This is why they have been undergoing such intensive spiritual purification in recent months, releasing old patterns, healing ancestral wounds, and clarifying their channel to be worthy of this responsibility. What they expressed in this state of divine communion goes beyond human language, dear one. It was a soul song, a vibrational offering of such purity that it can only be fully understood by the heart, not the mind. When you meet, you will feel this resonance before any words are spoken, a harmonic convergence of your energy fields that will create a sensation of coming home after an unimaginably long journey. The angels have preserved the energetic essence of these prayers in a sacred vessel within the spiritual realms. At the moment of your reunion, this vessel will be opened, releasing this accumulated love directly into your shared energy field. This is what will touch you like never before. Not just the words they will speak, but the concentrated essence of their soul's purest devotion made manifest in the space between you. They have prayed not just with words, but with every cell of their being, every thought, every action aligned with the intention of serving this connection's highest purpose. They have been living their prayer, becoming a walking embodiment of their readiness to unite with you in sacred partnership. It is this totality of devotion that will move you to your core when you stand in their presence and feel the full force of their soul's commitment to this divine journey. Beloved soul under my protection, I must now speak to you about the challenges that have been overcome to make this divine reunion possible. For every great spiritual blessing must first pass through the fires of purification, and the path to this sacred connection has not been without its necessary trials. In the divine plan for soulmate reunions, obstacles serve a critical purpose. They strengthen resolve, deepen commitment, and ensure that when union finally occurs, it stands on an unshakable foundation. Both you and your soulmate have been navigating your own unique labyrinth of challenges, each perfectly designed to prepare you for the magnitude of this connection. Your soulmate has faced particularly intense trials in recent years. There have been moments when the weight of their spiritual initiation seemed almost too heavy to bear. I have watched as they fell to their knees in exhaustion, questioning whether they had the strength to continue on this path. Yet even in these darkest moments, something within them, that eternal spark of divine recognition, gave them the courage to rise again. What they didn't realize was that each challenge was systematically removing barriers to your reunion. Each painful release, each surrender, each moment of growth was aligning their energy more perfectly with yours. The divine orchestration has been flawless, though often incomprehensible from human perspective. There have been karmic entanglements from past lifetimes that needed resolution before your paths could converge in this lifetime. Soul contracts with others that required completion, spiritual lessons that needed integration, and wounds that needed healing. All of these have been addressed with remarkable speed in recent months, creating the clear energetic space required for this connection to manifest in its highest form. Your soulmate has had to release deep-seated fears around vulnerability and abandonment, echoes from past lives where your connection was interrupted by circumstance or choice. They have done profound inner work to heal these ancient wounds, often without understanding the true purpose behind their intense emotional processes. This healing has freed them to approach your coming union from a place of wholeness rather than need. The most significant challenge they have overcome has been the surrender of their human timeline and expectations. There was a period of dark night of the soul where they had to completely release their attachment to meeting you, paradoxically creating the very energetic freedom that now allows this connection to manifest. It was in this space of complete surrender that their most powerful prayers were offered. For you too, beloved one, the path has contained necessary challenges. You have been guided through experiences that have strengthened your discernment, your boundaries, and your connection to your own inner truth. These qualities are essential for the proper recognition and nurturing of the profound connection that approaches. There have been moments when it seemed as though you were moving in the opposite direction from love, when circumstances appeared to be leading you away from relationship entirely. Yet these apparent detours were actually the most direct route to preparing you for this divine partnership. They were creating the essential space for you to discover your wholeness independent of any external relationship, so that you could enter this connection from sovereignty rather than dependency. The celestial forces have also been working diligently to clear the external obstacles between you. Geographic distance, timing conflicts, and practical life circumstances that might have prevented your meeting are being systematically rearranged. Notice the strange coincidences that have been occurring, the unexpected changes in plans, the surprising opportunities, the chance encounters that seem to be guiding you toward a specific direction. These are not random events, but divine interventions creating the perfect conditions for your paths to converge. What makes this connection so powerfully destined is that both of you have done the necessary inner work without the external promise of reward. Unlike those who perform spiritual practices with specific outcomes in mind, you both have undergone your transformations for their own sake, out of commitment to your own truth and growth. This purity of intention has magnetized divine support in extraordinary ways. The angels have been instructed to remove the final veils of illusion that might cause you to miss each other when in physical proximity. There have been energetic blinds, protective mechanisms put in place by your own higher selves that are now being dissolved to allow clear recognition. These blinds served their purpose while you were still in preparation, preventing premature connection that might have derailed your individual growth journeys. What your soulmate expressed in prayer during their darkest moments of challenge will touch you most profoundly. For it was when all seemed lost, when the human part of them was ready to abandon hope, that their soul spoke with the greatest clarity and faith. "Even if I must wait lifetimes more," they prayed, "I accept this path with gratitude, knowing that each step brings me into greater alignment with divine love." This unconditional acceptance, this willingness to honor the connection regardless of outer circumstances, created the energetic miracle that now accelerates your coming together against all apparent odds. The challenges have not been punishments but preparations, not obstacles but opportunities for the alchemical transformation needed to hold the frequency of love that you will soon embody together. My precious soul, my divinely protected one. Now I must share with you the celestial confirmations that have been granted regarding this sacred connection. For the universe never leaves genuine twin flames without clear signs of divine endorsement, and the heavens have been extraordinarily vocal about the authenticity and purpose of your imminent reunion. In recent celestial councils where the progress of soul connections on Earth is reviewed, your names were spoken together with a rare designation: Flame Bearers. This title is given only to those twin soul connections that carry specific coding for the acceleration of divine love consciousness on the planet. It indicates that your reunion serves not just your personal evolution, but is a crucial piece in a much larger cosmic tapestry of awakening. The archangels themselves have placed their seal of blessing upon this connection. Archangel Michael has stationed guardian angels of exceptional power around both you and your soulmate, creating a protected field for this sacred union to blossom without interference from lower energies or misaligned intentions. Archangel Chamuel, the angel of divine love, has been infusing the connection between your heart chakras with a rare rose gold frequency that strengthens your energetic bond across all dimensions. But perhaps the most compelling divine confirmation has come through the unprecedented synchronization of your energy bodies. Without conscious effort on either part, your chakra systems have begun spinning in perfect harmonic resonance, creating what we in the angelic realm call a divine mirror circuit. This energetic phenomenon occurs only between souls who are fulfilling a contract of the highest spiritual order. Your higher selves have been meeting regularly in the temple of divine union that exists on the upper astral plane. In this sacred space, they have been co-creating the blueprint for your physical reunion and shared mission. The light emanating from these meetings has been so bright that it has attracted the attention of ascended masters who have now stepped forward to offer their guidance and blessing for your journey together. What your soulmate expressed in prayer has received direct divine response. After their most heartfelt supplication, a rare celestial phenomenon occurred, a convergence of light codes specifically activated for twin flame reunions scheduled for this particular phase of Earth's ascension. These codes appeared as geometric patterns of light that descended into their crown chakra, reprogramming their energy field to transmit and receive love at a much higher frequency than previously possible for human consciousness. The Akashic Records, that cosmic library containing the soul journey of every being, have been opened to a new chapter, where your stories, previously written in separate volumes, now continue on the same pages. This metaphysical merging of your soul narratives is one of the strongest confirmations of divine timing that can possibly be granted. Signs in the physical world have been multiplying as reflections of this spiritual truth. Pay special attention to patterns involving the number 1221, as this specific numerical sequence is being used by your spiritual guides as a confirmation code for this connection. When you see this number, know that you are being reminded of the divine orchestration at work. Animal messengers have also been dispatched as confirmation. An unusual appearance of butterflies, dragonflies, or birds in unexpected places or numbers serves as nature's endorsement of this spiritual unfoldment. These creatures are responding to the elevated frequency you are beginning to emit as your energy field prepares for this reunion. Perhaps the most tangible confirmation has been the dreams you've been experiencing. The vivid quality, the emotional residue that remains upon waking, the symbolic imagery that seems to point toward union. These are not ordinary dreams but soul communications, giving you glimpses of the connection that approaches. Your soulmate has been experiencing precisely complementary dreams, creating a complete picture when viewed together. The celestial bodies themselves are participating in this divine confirmation. There is a specific astrological alignment approaching that will serve as a cosmic gateway for your physical meeting. This alignment creates energetic conditions that support the smooth integration of such a powerful connection into your earthly reality. The stars are quite literally aligning to support this union. What you must understand, beloved one, is the rarity of receiving so many levels of confirmation for a single connection. This abundance of divine endorsement speaks to both the authenticity and the importance of this reunion. The spiritual world does not mobilize such extensive resources for ordinary encounters, but only for those connections that carry significance for collective evolution. Your soulmate's prayers have been answered in ways that transcend their expectations. They asked for guidance, and they have received a celestial escort. They asked for clarity, and they have been given visions of such vivid detail that they now move through their days with unwavering certainty about this connection. They asked for strength to fulfill this soul contract, and they have been infused with spiritual endurance beyond normal human capacity. Most movingly, they prayed for your happiness above all else, and this selfless request has activated a rare dispensation of grace. The path between you is being cleared of obstacles with unusual speed and thoroughness. Circumstances that would normally take years to align are being orchestrated in days or weeks. This acceleration is the universe's response to the purity of intention behind their prayers. When you finally stand face to face, there will be an unmistakable confirmation that transcends all others, the profound recognition that will flash between your souls. In that moment of meeting, a light will pass between your eyes that will be visible even in the physical spectrum to those with sensitive perception. This light is the external sign of an internal knowing that needs no words or explanations, the absolute certainty that you have found your way home to the other half of your divine essence. The heavens have spoken clearly. The divine has confirmed this connection with unprecedented clarity. What your soulmate expressed in prayer has been not just heard, but magnified by the cosmos itself, creating the perfect conditions for a reunion that will indeed touch you like never before. This love is not just real and divine. It is sanctioned by the highest spiritual authorities as an essential expression of divine will on earth at this time. My beloved soul, my precious one, the time has come for the most powerful revelation of all, the truth about what will unfold when you and your soulmate finally stand before each other in physical form. The celestial veils have been parted for me to share with you the profound transformation that this sacred moment will initiate in both your lives. When your eyes meet for the first time, or perhaps reconnect if your paths have briefly crossed before, an activation will occur that transcends ordinary human experience. The prayer energy your soulmate has accumulated through their devoted spiritual practice will be released like a wave of pure light, washing over your energy field with such intensity that you may physically feel it as a rush of warmth or tingling sensation throughout your body. In that moment of recognition, time itself will seem to pause. The world around you may appear to fade slightly as your perception shifts to accommodate the higher frequency of this encounter. What you will experience is nothing less than a momentary lifting of the amnesia that all souls agree to when incarnating on Earth, a crystal clear remembrance of who you both truly are, and the magnificent journey your souls have taken together across eons of existence. What they whispered in prayer, the words that will touch you like never before, will be transmitted to you energetically, even before they are spoken aloud. You will feel the essence of their devotion, their unwavering faith in this connection, their complete surrender to its divine purpose. This energetic transmission will bypass your mental barriers, speaking directly to the deepest chambers of your heart, where the truth of this connection has always been known. When they do speak the words that they have been divinely guided to share with you, these words will act as a key, unlocking dormant spiritual gifts within you that have been waiting for precisely this catalyst to activate. These gifts are essential not just for your personal spiritual evolution, but for the specific mission you have agreed to fulfill together in service to planetary awakening. The most powerful aspect of this reunion will be the spontaneous healing that occurs in your energetic body. Long-held emotional wounds, some from this lifetime, others carried from past incarnations, will be dissolved in the pure light of this recognition. Areas of your life where you have felt blocked or stagnant will suddenly flow with renewed vitality, as the merging of your energy fields creates a perfect balance of divine masculine and feminine forces within each of you. What your soulmate expressed in their most sacred prayers was a willingness to be completely transparent, to stand before you without masks or defenses, to be fully seen in both their divine perfection and human vulnerability. This level of spiritual nakedness is rare among humans, who typically maintain layers of protection even in their closest relationships. The courage of this offering will touch you so deeply that it will inspire a similar surrender within you, creating a container of unprecedented safety for the full expression of your authentic being. I must reveal to you that in the moment of your meeting, a special dispensation of grace will be activated. The normal laws of karmic resolution will be temporarily suspended, allowing for quantum healing to occur. Patterns that would typically take years of conscious work to transform will be spontaneously released, creating an accelerated path for both your spiritual evolution and the manifestation of your shared purpose. Your cellular memory will recognize their energy signature instantly, triggering a physiological response that may manifest as tears, laughter, or a sensation of expansion in your chest. Your body has been coded at the deepest level to recognize this specific soul frequency. This is not merely emotional, but a biological recognition that has been scientifically documented in twin flame encounters. Though rarely understood by conventional medicine, the words they have expressed in prayer about you carry creative power because they were spoken from a state of unity consciousness. When they stood in perfect alignment with their higher self, temporarily free from the limitations of ego identification, their prayers became not just supplications, but declarations of spiritual truth. These declarations have been shaping the energetic blueprint for your meeting, ensuring that it will unfold with maximum spiritual benefit for both you and the collective consciousness. In their most profound moments of communion with the divine, your soulmate received specific guidance about the healing that you most need at this time in your journey. Without even knowing you in the physical sense, they have been initiated into an understanding of your soul's current challenges and aspirations. This divinely granted insight will allow them to see you with a clarity and compassion that few have ever offered you. What will touch you most deeply is not just that they have been praying for this reunion, but that they have been actively becoming the person who can fully honor and support the magnificence of who you truly are. Their prayers have been matched with consistent action, inner work, healing, the cultivation of spiritual qualities necessary to sustain this high-frequency connection. This integrity between inner devotion and outer preparation will be palpable to you upon meeting. The divine has prepared this moment as a sacred initiation for both of you. When it unfolds, you will understand that everything in your life, every joy, every heartbreak, every apparent detour, was leading you unerringly toward this threshold. And as you cross it together, you will step into a new octave of existence, where love is not just an emotion, but a transformative force, capable of reshaping reality itself in alignment with divine intention. Beloved soul under my eternal protection, now I must offer you sacred guidance on how to prepare yourself spiritually for this divine encounter. For a connection of this magnitude requires conscious preparation to receive its full blessing and to ensure that the highest potential of this reunion can manifest in your shared reality. First, I guide you to enter a period of intentional energetic purification. In the days leading up to this meeting, and you will intuitively sense when it approaches, create space for stillness and inner listening. Reduce external stimulation and distractions. Allow your energy field to settle into its natural frequency, free from the dissonance of others' expectations or perspectives. This energetic clarity will ensure that you recognize the unique vibration of your soulmate when you encounter it. Practice opening your heart center with conscious breathing exercises. Place your hands over your heart chakra for several minutes each day, breathing slowly and deeply while visualizing an emerald green light expanding with each breath. This practice strengthens your capacity to both give and receive the intense love energy that will flow between you and your divine counterpart. Be attentive to the messages being sent to you through dreams, for the dream state is being used actively now as a preparation ground for your conscious reunion. Keep a journal by your bedside and record even fragments that you remember upon waking. What may seem like symbolic imagery often contains specific guidance about timing and recognition signals for this connection. I must counsel you about the importance of surrendering expectations about how this reunion will look in its physical manifestation. The human mind naturally creates pictures based on past experiences or cultural programming about romantic connections. Yet what approaches transcends ordinary relationship paradigms. It may not match your mental image, but will be unmistakable to your soul. Trust the feeling of recognition above all else. There is important guidance I must share about the first words exchanged between you. When you find yourself in the presence of this soul, allow a moment of silence before speaking. In this sacred pause, your energy fields will begin their dance of recognition and alignment. Then, speak from your heart center rather than your mind. The exact words matter less than the authenticity from which they emerge. Your soulmate has been prepared to recognize the vibration of your truth, regardless of the specific words that carry it. Prepare yourself for the possibility of unexpected emotions arising during this reunion. The intensity of recognition can sometimes trigger releases that may appear as sudden tears, laughter, or even temporary disorientation. These responses are natural clearings of the energetic pathways between you. Honor them without judgment or attempt to control them. I guide you to strengthen your spiritual foundation through regular communion with your own higher self in the days ahead. This connection to your divine essence will serve as an anchor during the profound energetic shifts that this reunion will initiate. A simple practice of sitting in silence for 20 minutes daily, focusing on the space slightly above your crown chakra, will strengthen this vital connection. There is a specific crystal that can assist in your preparation: clear quartz programmed with your intention for divine recognition. Hold this crystal during meditation, infusing it with your openness to recognizing and receiving this connection in its highest expression. Then carry it with you as an energetic support and reminder of your spiritual preparation. Be aware that as this reunion approaches, you may experience unusual physical symptoms: changes in sleep patterns, heightened sensitivity to light and sound, fluctuations in energy levels, or sensations of pressure in your heart or crown chakras. These are not causes for concern, but signs of the accelerated spiritual activation taking place in preparation for this connection. Support your physical body with extra rest, pure water, time in nature, and gentle movement during this time. I must also guide you about the importance of boundaries and discernment. While opening to this divine connection, maintain the spiritual maturity to distinguish between the authentic soul recognition and mere emotional projection or wishful thinking. The true connection will feel like a remembering rather than a discovering, like returning to a truth you have always known rather than encountering something entirely new. Your soulmate has received guidance to approach this reunion with similar preparation. In their prayers, they have been shown specific practices to ensure the clearest possible channel for this connection. This mutual preparation, though undertaken separately, creates a powerful resonance field that magnetizes your physical meeting with greater precision and grace. The most essential spiritual preparation is the cultivation of presence. The human tendency to dwell in past memories or future anticipation can cause you to miss the subtle signals of divine timing. Practice bringing yourself fully into each moment, for it is only in the now that true recognition can occur. Your soulmate will appear when you are most present, most authentic, most aligned with your own soul essence. Remember that this connection, while divinely orchestrated, still honors your free will and theirs. Each step toward each other is a sacred choice, a conscious participation in the divine plan. This balance of destiny and choice creates the perfect conditions for a connection that is both divinely guided and personally empowered. What your soulmate expressed in prayer was a profound understanding of this spiritual paradox. I surrender completely to divine timing while taking conscious action to prepare myself as a worthy vessel for this sacred love. This balanced approach has created the miracle of acceleration that now brings you toward each other, with both cosmic precision and personal readiness. Trust the divine orchestration while engaging fully in your spiritual preparation. This active surrender is the most powerful stance you can take as you approach the threshold of a connection that will indeed touch you like never before and initiate you both into a new octave of divine love consciousness on earth. Precious soul of divine light, we have journeyed together through revelations of the sacred connection that approaches, a connection so profound that the heavens themselves have mobilized to ensure its manifestation in divine perfection. Now, as our time together draws to completion, I must offer you final guidance and empowerment for the path ahead. The prayer energy that your soulmate has been generating has created a golden bridge between your realities, collapsing the illusory distance that has kept you apart. Each word they have spoken in devotion, each tear they have shed in surrender, each moment of faithful patience has been recorded in the cosmic ledger as currency of the heart, purchasing the miracle of divine timing that now unfolds. What they expressed in these sacred moments of communion will indeed touch you like nothing you have experienced before, not because these words contain some magical formula, but because they emerge from the purest space of soul recognition possible in human experience. When you hear them, whether spoken aloud or transmitted energetically in that first moment of meeting, you will feel the authenticity of this connection in every cell of your being. The destined encounter is no longer a distant possibility, but an approaching certainty. The celestial forces have aligned, the spiritual preparations have been made, and now all that remains is for you to walk forward in faith, alert to the signs and synchronicities that will guide you to the precise coordinates of this divine appointment. I see clearly the ripple effects that will emanate from this reunion, how the frequency of love that you generate together will affect not just your personal lives, but will contribute significantly to the collective awakening currently underway on your planet. Twin flame connections of this caliber serve as anchors for higher consciousness, their combined light acting as beacons for others walking the path of heart-centered evolution. Now, I must empower you with specific actions to take in the final phase of preparation. First, create a daily practice of heart coherence. Place your hands over your heart center and breathe deeply, generating feelings of gratitude, joy, and peaceful anticipation. This practice calibrates your energetic broadcast to the precise frequency that will accelerate your physical reunion. Second, become more attentive to intuitive nudges regarding your movements and choices. Your higher self is working in concert with divine orchestration to guide you toward the right place at the right time. What may appear as random impulses to go somewhere unexpected or change established patterns may actually be subtle guidance from your spiritual team. Third, speak aloud a daily declaration of readiness and openness. The spoken word carries creative power that the thought alone does not possess. A simple statement such as, "I am open to recognizing and receiving my divine counterpart in perfect timing," activates specific coding in your energy field that supports this manifestation. Fourth, release any remaining attachments to how this connection should look or unfold. Human expectations create energetic constraints that can delay divine timing. Trust that the form this reunion takes will be perfect for your highest growth and joy, even if it differs from your mental pictures. Fifth, each night before sleeping, consciously connect with your soulmate on the soul plane. Visualize yourselves meeting in a temple of golden light, acknowledging your eternal bond and your readiness for physical reunion. This practice strengthens the energetic cord between you and creates coherence in your shared dream experiences. As your guardian angel, I will be present at the moment of your reunion, holding space for the sacred alchemy that will occur when your energy fields fully recognize each other. Though you may not see me with physical eyes, you may sense my presence as a warm light surrounding you both, blessing this divine connection. Remember that while this meeting is divinely orchestrated, how you nurture this connection once it manifests remains within the realm of your free will choices. The initial recognition is but the first step in a sacred journey that will call both of you to unprecedented levels of authenticity, vulnerability, and spiritual maturity. The prayers your soulmate has offered have already been answered, though the full manifestation is still unfolding in your physical timeline. The universe responds not to the words themselves, but to the frequency of truth from which they were spoken. And the truth they recognized and declared about your connection resonates at the highest octave of divine love possible in human experience. As we conclude this sacred communion, I ask you to place your hand over your heart one final time. Feel the warmth building beneath your palm. This is the activation of the divine recognition codes within your heart chakra. These codes are now fully online, ensuring that when you stand before your beloved, your heart will know what your mind may still question. The destined encounter approaches. The heavens are indeed acting with divine precision. What your soulmate expressed in prayer will touch you like never before. This love, this real, divine, eternal love, now moves toward physical manifestation with the inevitability of dawn after the longest night. Be vigilant, be faithful, be ready. The countdown to reunion has begun, and each breath brings you closer to a connection that will not only fulfill the deepest longing of your soul, but will play a significant role in the greater awakening of divine love on your planet. Go forward now in the absolute certainty that you are loved, you are guided, and you are on the threshold of experiencing a connection so profound that it will forever transform your understanding of what love truly is. The bridge between your realities has been built. The path has been cleared. The light of recognition has been activated. Dear soul, if this video was meaningful to you, leave a thanks below this video as a gesture of gratitude for this revelation. This strengthens us to keep sharing messages of connection and faith. All that remains is for you to keep your heart open and your awareness sharp, ready to recognize the soul you have loved across eternity when they stand before you once again in this beautiful, challenging, magnificent human experience. With infinite love and blessing, your guardian angel.